Today I'm going to be showing you how to skip CP on every single solve. So basically, when doing an FTO solve, you want to get to a position that looks kind of like this. These can be paired up or they can be like a 3 cycle away. If you don't know OPF, I recommend you learn that. This is basically what an OPF case looks like. So you get the pieces paired up, and then you can do an algorithm like sledge or hedge, and you'll get a CP. However, you can do one alg from here to solve the sledge and CP, and the cases are actually really nice. So it ends up just looking like this. So it's a lot better. So I'm going to be going over all the cases in this video. So here's the first case. It's just a 4 mover. It's very simple. So there are two kinds of cases with this. You have the ones where this triangle comes here, or you have ones where this triangle comes here. I usually like to hold like the triangle that's coming towards you in the back. So for example, if this is coming here, I'll hold this in the back, or if this is coming here, I'll hold this in the back. So yeah, and then you recognize by looking at where the corners go in relation to like these triangles. So for example, this corner right here, you want to look at where it goes in relation to these two colors. So it'll go here rather than these two colors, because if you look at these two colors, it says it has to go here, and that's wrong. So yeah, you want to look at those two colors, so orange and gray, so that goes here. So yeah, the first case, this corner comes here, and then this triangle also comes here, and it's just U, R prime, U prime, R, very easy, and then you just have CP done. The next case is very similar, it's just an inverse. So unlike the last one, the triangle is coming up. So the last one you had the triangle on that side, this one you have the triangle here, and then of course this corner is coming right here, so that corner is coming the same place as the triangle, and it's just R prime, U, R, U prime. Next up, we have another case where this triangle is coming to the front, except you have the corners twisted in place. So if you can see here, you have this corner, it just has to twist around and it'll be solved. So this case, you hold it like this and you do U, R, D prime, R, U prime, R prime, D, R prime. Next case, very similar to the last, except it's this version where this triangle's in the back. So you again have the corners twisted in place. So here you want to do an R first before you start the alg. So if you can like recognize this alg early or something, you can cancel that move and you don't have to do it at all. But anyways, you do an R, and then it's just R, D prime, R, U, R prime, D, R prime, U prime, and then you can just fix it. Next case, we have this triangle coming here from the back, except we have this corner going here, so this corner isn't following with the triangle. And then basically, you hold it like this, and the L goes like this. So it's U, B, R, R prime, L, R, B, R prime, L prime, U prime, R. And the final case for the just one sledge off cases, we have this. So it's the triangles in the back, and again, instead of this corner following with the triangle, it goes the other way. And the alg, you want to start with an R prime. So kind of like the last one where you had this triangle in the back, you have a pre-AUF. So you can cancel that pre-AUF if you like recognize this case earlier, or you can just do that at the beginning of the alg. And then here's the alg. R prime, U, L, R, B, R, R prime, L prime, R, B, R prime, U prime. And you can just fix it after. So those were the first few cases. They're fairly simple, and there's just basically 3 algs, and like 2 if you already just know that. And then there's just the inverses. So it's very easy. But now I'm going to go on to the 2 flip and 3 cycle cases. So now we have the 2 flip cases, kind of like this, or you can have an OPF version of this. So you usually wouldn't get these if you're doing sledges and hedges, because you can just do 2 flip avoidance. However, if you're doing an alg like Niklas or Nick Lawson sledge or something, which I'll be going over in future videos with my advanced last 3 triples. You can get cases like this that you can't avoid, with just 2 flip. There are only like technically 2 algs, but you probably already know one of them, which is this one, and then inverses. So it's very, very easy. So anyway, so the first alg is just this. You recognize it where you have just the 2 flip and then these corners are in their spot, so if you twist them, then it's just like that. So you just do back sledge and then front sledge. Very easy. So next we have this case, just another 2 flip case. So again, we have 2 flip and then this corner goes there, this corner goes there, and this corner goes there, so clockwise. And we want to start off the alg with an R prime or BR prime. So this, you can cancel it, or you can just do that at the beginning of the alg. It doesn't really matter. And then the alg is R E prime, R U R prime E, R prime U prime. So it's a nice 8 mover, and then R prime at the end. Next we have this final 2 flip case. You just recognize it with the corners are going counterclockwise, and the alg is U R E prime, R U prime, R prime E, R prime, and then you can just fix the OPF. So the last one were algs that you're going to run into like 99.99% of the time. However, just for completion's sake, I'm going to include the cases like this, where you have just these cycled off, just because of cases like this, like Nick lost 1 flip and stuff, those set up into this case, so it just gives a bit more flexibility with last 3 triples, and I just wanted to include this for completion's sake. Again, there are only a few algs. So here we just have a clockwise cycle. I usually just like align these like edge kind of things with their respective center. So you'll usually have, with this case, you'll just be able to recognize it with these 2 pieces paired up. So this is just very, very, very simple. What you want to do is you want to kind of sledge in the direction where this piece doesn't go. So this piece goes here, so you don't want to do this, you want to do this, so do it in this direction. And then instead of going back, you can cancel into the next sledge, and you'll always be able to cancel into it like that. So that works for both that one and the inverse. So for example here, this doesn't go here, it goes here, so we want to sledge in this direction, and then cancel into the next sledge. Very simple. Next we have this case. Basically you have all the corners solved, and you just have like a 3 cycle here. So here is the clockwise 3 cycle. You want to hold it like this, so you kind of have this face in the front and this face on the back right, and then of course clockwise. So the alg is U prime, M, U prime, R prime, U, M prime, U prime, R, U prime. Next we have this case. It's pretty much the last case, except we have a counterclockwise cycle. So this alg goes like this: U, R prime, U, M, U prime, R, U, M prime, U. Next we have this case where the corners are going one way and the triangles are going the other. So this one we have the corners going clockwise and the triangles going counterclockwise. So you do this alg like this. So just R, D, R, U, R prime, D, R prime, U, and then you rotate and just do like B, L, U, B, L prime. So yeah. Finally, we have this case, similar to the last one, except the corners are going counterclockwise and the triangles are going clockwise. So for this, you kind of do like BL, U prime, BL prime, U prime, and then kind of rotate and do R, D, R, U prime, R prime, D, R prime. That's how you skip a CP on every single face-turning octahedron solve. Hope this is helpful. I'm going to be coming out with more videos in the future on advanced last 3 triples. So thanks for watching, and bye.